Hello and greetings, greetings. We are here to discuss some great information today. Before we do, just want to let you know this presentation, this share of knowledge and information is being brought to you by Blockchain Wealth Academy, and I am yours truly, Blockchain KOJO. Also, we have on this call great businessman, a great investor, someone that's really ahead of his generation, INVESTOLERO Tech, all the way from Nigeria. We are here to discuss some of the biggest topics that are concerning the world today. So as you can see, my page, we can see the World Economic Forum. That is a great place to start as far as understanding what the agenda for the world is. They go on to align us and to let us know how important carbon credits is. So the question is, what are carbon credits and how can they help fight climate change? Great question. Carbon credits allows companies, corporations, businesses, individuals, countries, right, to compensate for their greenhouse emissions, meaning that we know that companies, corporations, especially those big in oil, are one of the biggest polluters in the world, right? So they have and need these carbon credits, which will help them compensate for all the emissions they put to destroy the environment. So you look at it this way: on one side, you have the evil they do, all right, the bad side, and then on the other side, they have carbon credits that allows them to offset, to balance the emissions. You pollute here, you restore the environment on the left. So that's what we understand by this. And we know that the entire world is on this agenda. This plan is being heavily promoted by the United States with Biden's climate agenda, right? As well as the World Economic Forum and the United Nations global agenda, as we can see. And everyone, I repeat, everyone in line with this Paris Agreement would need to cut greenhouse gases by levels in half right by 2030. That's right around the corner. We only have about 7 years left, right? This agenda is heavily being pushed. So what are carbon credits and how do they work, right? So we understand this is very simple theory. We have one party that cannot stop emitting carbon emissions. So we have companies, they cannot stop, they have to produce. We have factories. You can't shut down factories, they still have to produce. So this is a solution that allows them to help the environment by buying into carbon credits, which will represent trees that are being planted around the world and different technologies that are being implemented into the atmosphere to reduce the amount of CO2, carbon dioxide, that is in the environment. So that is the idea of how carbon credits are. Now, there are three basic types where we are seeing reduced emissions, removed emissions, and avoided emissions. So that's just to give us the background. One thing I want to do is I want us to also learn about what some of these companies are already investing in. So you can see Shell, as of 2022 July, has made multiple investments throughout the last couple of years, but more recently, 40 million in carbon credit projects. And I want us to be very specific about this location in Brazil, right? So in Brazil, which we'll speak about the current project that we're going to talk about, this amazing blockchain technology being heralded as one of the best out of the UAE, strategically partnered with the royal family of Dubai, and we'll understand why it all relates to Brazil and carbon credits. So 40 million invested by Shell. You can go on BP's website. You can see BP are doing the same thing, right? They are investing in all these carbon credits towards their goal of offsetting 120 million tons of CO2 by the year 2030. Just imagine 120 million tons of carbon credits. Just think about it. We are looking at a lot of carbon dioxide that they have to reduce. Imagine how much in carbon credits they would have to invest, billions by 2030. And this is just one company, right? So this is a huge market being, some are calling this next to the stock market, the next biggest industry. a multi-trillion-dollar industry by 2030, right? So it's always good to be ahead of the times. We have all verified articles from what we see here. So let's speak real briefly about this company, about this technology, right, that is behind the carbon credit revolution. The company behind is called Forest AU Green. Now, they are offering 3.69 billion cubic meters of tokenized Amazon rainforest, right? This is what they offer. So every single cubic meter of land in which they will plant trees to offset carbon emissions will represent 3.69 billion tokens, of which they would now convert to carbon credits. So they're going to be selling these crypto tokens, and then they are going to be using these tokens to convert to carbon credits, and they're going to be paid by companies and corporations who need the carbon credits, and it balances out in this ecosystem. This is one of the biggest DeFi projects that you will find for the year 2023. If you're looking to invest into anything that is long-term, remember, this is not financial advice, but we are just sharing everything in detail from verified article sources, right? So this is huge. They have been given this Amazon rainforest by the Brazilian government, right? As we can see. Now, what is the motive behind Forest AU Green? They invested in these NFT issued Amazon native forest farms, right? The fund founded by Brazilians as well, registered in the United States, people. They have all the legitimate backings that you need for both a cryptocurrency project and also an investment fund handling securities, right? So initially, it was supposed to be on the Waves blockchain, which is also from the United States, made by guys from Harvard, MIT, and Stanford University. But today, they have migrated their entire ecosystem onto the Zeniq blockchain, the world's ninth smart chain out of over 300 blockchains, layer ones, out of over 2,000 blockchains, and out of over 21,000 cryptocurrencies. There are only 9 blockchain smart chains, of which Zeniq is a part of. And being based out of the UAE, strategically partner with the royal family of Dubai, we can understand why Forest Green and this project called Tupan needed to be strategically positioned with one of the world's largest polluters, by far biggest producers of oil, and you can understand this correlation within this ecosystem. So this is exciting, right? How do we benefit in the long term? How do we benefit in the short term? Well, guess what? As an investor, you're secured knowing that your token, Tupan, is duly regulated by the SEC, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. So I'm excited, super excited for what we're about to share. But to give us a further understanding, we need to see this blockchain, what is about, how are we able to partake in this carbon credit industry using this blockchain technology. Let's look at Zeniq. So Zeniq, like we said, is the world's ninth smart chain. 50,000 transactions per second. Nothing compares to this in the blockchain space currently. Now, they are a technology company focused on the blockchain, and they have created a technology that solves the issue of greenhouse emissions through mining machines. So they are already a solution to this industry that we have all been looking for, right? This is one of the greenest blockchains that you would find out there. Why? Because you can find out the greenest projects are also moving to this blockchain, and all the security license projects that you can find. We'll speak about them, but today our focus is on carbon credits. So this is the technology. This is their ecosystem. They have this Zeniq Hub, which is your portal into the blockchain, which allows you to produce the Tupan cryptocurrency. They have the Tupan node and the Zeniq node. We'll speak about how you're able to partake in this. They have their own swap, allows you to trade your cryptocurrency that you have been producing for other cryptocurrencies that you can also withdraw via different exchanges. We'll speak about their debit card. Their app allows you to receive and send crypto. know that they are a smart chain involved in tokenization, which is a big industry, multi-trillion-dollar industry. So let me give you an example of what tokenization means, right? So let's say you have, so who's the richest man in Africa, for example? I'll say Dangote, right? He has a lot of businesses. For example, we look at his cement factory, right? Now, just imagine if Dangote was to tokenize, for example, the cement factory, right? He can tokenize the entire cement business by giving people a chance to buy tokens into his project. He can make 1 billion tokens, right? Evaluate that. A dollar a token makes it $1 billion worth of tokens. Now, the minute that he's trading, you find people start to trade more, and now with a limited supply, he would be able to have more income that he would diversify into opening new technology, newer locations, expanding, and being able to pay royalties down to all the people of Nigeria who partake in this project. So this is a way for the people to be able to create something for their own people, regulated by the people. And this is what the cryptocurrency space offers, right? So this is exciting. Break it down, just going right into this PDF. We get to learn more about Tupan, the get part of saving the earth. You can finally take part in saving the earth. So if you're here and you're an environmental enthusiast, be excited. If you're here and you're a proactive entrepreneur, be excited, right? So the carbon credit certificate market, as we spoke about, right? Carbon credits is a monetary incentive for companies to reduce their carbon emissions. Every country, every corporation has an ESG rating. So this ESG rating, what is an ESG rating? So let's look at that really briefly. It will give us an understanding of what we have here. So we can say, let's just quickly look for something that gives us a quick summary, right? A quick summary of what an ESG rating is. So these are scores covering environmental, human rights, and health and safety risk. So they start with the main word environmental, because if you're going against the environment, if you're polluting, if you're damaging the environment, that means you're also impacting human beings and their health and safety. So it's all lined together. And to have a good score, to be rated as having a good score, you need a lower score. The higher your score, the riskier you are from getting government assistance, loans, and all these things from the IMF. So this is huge as far as carbon credits. Now, who is the creator of Tupan, right? Is this a cryptocurrency made by some young kid in a corner who lacks maybe certain experience or certain people behind him to help him create something sustainable? No, we have a well-experienced owner, CEO, and we'll speak about the person behind this technology. He is a diplomat ambassador of the Criminal Court in Hague, Children's Division, Human Rights, right? He has an MBA from Oxford University. This is huge. And he's the creator of the world's first and only ESG token with financial backing by the Forest AU Green Investment Fund, which is duly regulated by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission. It doesn't get bigger than this. Hague, the biggest court in the world. Oxford, one of the best universities in the entire world, where he got his fintech MBA in. Huge, right? What is Tupan involved in? Are they just planting trees and making coins? No, they deal in a whole lot: reforestation, purchase of land with forest already, and tokenizing it, medicine, agriculture, cosmetics, surveillance, with over 67 patents that will provide multiple streams of income attached to this project. This is a cash cow, people. This is a cash cow. So what is the activities of the funds? They are into the fish export project. Huge commodities like rice, soybeans, huge, right? So it's Tupan 300, which is their drone technology, which is vertical liftoff and landing. Huge technology being used with all these projects that you see. The Amazonia River being restored. Huge, right? Tupan community token. This is how we earn. This is how we win. If you want to be a part of this community, we will share the information and drop more information in the description to this video. You want to take advantage, they say in crypto, you buy the rumor so you can sell the news. So Tupan minting, we are able to mint cryptocurrency, which is produce cryptocurrency that is not yet in circulation. We are the ones that are making this token for the entire world, and we'll show you how, right? They are also invested in environmental credit. So EC, which you can also call ESG. So meaning that companies that partner with Tupan will be able to receive carbon credits, people as well in the future. This is huge. So this is their drone technology. It's already been featured in big magazines. As we can see, this is a big technology right there with a lot of people standing behind it. The Brazilian government has endorsed this, as we have said. So this is how it works with the community and also with the production and the fund. Very simple. You don't have to be an expert to be involved or to take advantage of this. You don't need to be the smartest crypto trader. You don't need to know all of that. All you need to do is have access to the technology, which is the node, the hub. It produces cryptocurrency. We can trade on the market. Tupan community token, right? Now, this token, once it's sold, is being used to fund the carbon credit market. The land is being converted into carbon credits. The carbon credits is given back to the investment fund, who sells it to businesses, corporations, and countries. And we are in profit from the very day we invest in this technology, people. How does it work? Real simple, real short. You get your Zeniq node or hub for 1,500 euros, and you can add on the Tupan technology, the node that will produce these tokens for 15 years, people. 15 years, everyday, daily production. You don't have to do anything. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy your production, right? Now, for those that want the physical device, because these are blockchain nodes, these are digital nodes, right? But if you do want the physical software device that allows you to not just be a node, but also hold and store crypto as a cold wallet, right? You can download the app and do the same thing. But for those that love the physical device, 2,000 euros takes over 15 weeks to ship, and you would receive it. But let's go digital. From the minute you purchase, 24 hours, you are in profit. Are there smaller factions to it? Yes. So anyone around the world can decide to get started today. Half a node is 700. 100 euro gets you 1/32 of a node. And if you just want this node alone, standing alone, it's 1,300, and you can purchase multiple of these. I've seen people purchase 50 nodes on a drop, 100 nodes in an instant, right? So that brings us to the end of this part, since we want to focus mainly about carbon credits and Tupan. There is a halving that goes on. Everything is live on the Zeniq Smartchain. You can track all these transactions as far as the tokenization of every tree into a token is on the blockchain. Now, every year, the production is going to reduce, right? So you want to get in early before the reduction starts, people. This is year one. We are early. We are prime. Blockchain wealth. I come here with the information right on time. Just want to say thank you to everyone that support this channel. INVESTOLERO. Excited to have you on. A great personality. I hope this information goes well for your audience. Let's get the whole world to learn about what we have here today. My time is up. Thank you, everyone, for joining on. Appreciate you. God bless.